Fatherhood, led by Kevin Hart, was released on Netflix in 2021 and is a story about a father bringing up his baby girl as a single dad after the unexpected death of his wife, who died a day
Real
after
life
the daughter's death.
inspiration, even
As I
down to
was
keeping the
researching for
same
this
names
video,
of
I
Matt,
figured out that this
Maddie,
film
and
is
Liz.
true to life.
Much like in the
This film
film,
is
Matt
based
and
off
Liz
the
were high school
2008
sweethearts
memoir,
who always
Two
dreamed of
Kisses for
having a
Maddie,
child of
a
their own.
memoir of love
After Liz's
and
passing,
loss by
Logelin
Matthew
faced the
Lochlik
scary ups and
himself.
downs of
This
raising his
discovery
daughter
adds
alone,
even
while
more
also
depth
having the
and
support of his
relatability to the
family,
story.
his friends, and
Kevin Hart
even
is
the
best known
kindness
for
of
his work in
strangers.
stand up and frequents roles of comedic sidekicks in feature films, but this time he once again gets to show off his more dramatic side. Seeing him in a dramatic role
Matt writes
is
that at age
intriguing.
3, the
It
real
has
life
to be
Maddie
said,
displayed
the
a
actor
preference for
Kevin Hart
traditionally
is
boy
so
clothes.
impressive in this movie, as his character's devotion to raising his
This is
daughter Maddie
elaborated on in the
feels
movie when
authentic
Maddie
and
gets in a
natural.
fight with some bullies
Hart
who make
starts
fun
as
of
Matt,
her
and
for her
like I said,
tomboy
he
style.
becomes a widower one day after his wife gives birth to his daughter. He's
The
widely
real life Matt
unprepared, which is
also worked at a
understandable,
tech company
and
to
what
pay the
hurts a bit
bills, and
earlier in the
struggled when he
film
slowly
is to
began
hear
to
others
re-enter the
infer to him
dating
that he
scene.
won't make it, that he'll not have what it takes to raise his daughter without his wife. This is a
But
really
Logelin
touching movie,
eventually went
but
on
it's
to marry
also
his
infused with
longtime
a lot,
girlfriend,
and I mean
of
a
course
lot
with
of
the
humor.
approval of
And I
Maddie,
think it's
even
balanced
serving
really
as his
well, where we
best
have
man in
great
their
dramatic
wedding.
moments,
And just like
some
in the
step in
movie, his second
sadness,
wife also
and
happens
then
to be
there are those
named Lizzie.
offset by
And
comedy.
just like in the
The
movie, the
sadness is
real life
offset
Matt
by
always
comedy,
tries to
and I
repay the
like the
kindness
mix of
people
the
have
two because
offered to
it
him
doesn't
over the
get
years.
overly
He
heavy,
founded the
but
Liz
it's also
Logelin
not laugh
Foundation,
fast
which helps
either.
financially assist
Kevin Hart
struggling
shows some
widows and
real
widowers
vulnerability
with young
throughout, and he
families
was
as they go
extremely
through the
believable
grieving
as a dad.
process. He donates
He
7% of
he
his
is
book
a
sales
dad.
to the
He's
foundation
trying to
in
make things
honor of
work and
Liz's
care for
favorite
his
memoir.
newborn. The story addresses how nobody
Be
blinks
sure
an
to
eye
watch
when a woman
Fatherhood,
raises a child
starring Kevin
alone.
Hart and
They're more
presented by the
capable, and it's
Obama's
almost a
Ira Brown
given that women are
Productions,
more
only
compassionate and patient. And I have to agree. I think that's true. Alfred Woodward also starts in this, and while she's not 100% likable at the very beginning, and I mean she was annoying, it's very clear that she loves Big, and it comes across in her performance. Melody Hurd plays Maddie, and she steals the show a lot of the time. To make a transition from infant Maddie to 6 or 7 year old Maddie in the film makes a brief time jump. That time jump was a little jarring at first, but it was easy to adjust to. When the story takes on Hurd as the non-infant Maddie, it gets a whole new angle as we watch Hurd and Hart clicking with the routines that encounter also new obstacles. Watching some of the interactions between the two felt very real, wherever they were conversations or games. There are even points later in the story where Matt has to tell Maddie something, and the hesitation, fear, and awkwardness was very relatable. Matt Stummers then even bribes Maddie just to keep a positive atmosphere surrounding what he's about to say. Now, I enjoyed how the story manages to keep Matt and Maddie at the center and forefront of the film. They each get moments to each off to have those break-off arcs, but the film doesn't get distracted. It maintains focuses on our two central characters, and I think it helps to keep the really compelling story going. The drama required the time, and I didn't feel like it wasted any of it. This is a really touching and sweet story, and I think it was fitting that it landed on Netflix on Father's Day weekend.